Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My daughter is sleeping, so I'm gonna try to make this intro real quick. Today I'm excited to show y'all how I draft a circle bag, and here she is. I made a cute little bear with a zipper overlay that is silver. You probably can't see it really good with the light, but it's a silver overlay of vinyl, silver vinyl. I got a cute rainbow zipper with a zipper pull that has waterproof canvas on the inside. I have this really cute handmade rainbow zipper pull with waterproof canvas on the inside. I got a lining pocket, slip pocket in the lining, and then a card slot. And then on this side, I have two more mesh slip pockets, and it is binded. It is a crossbody. She's so cute. And she can be a purse. She is so cute. She's nice and thick. And I have SFS 101, fusible fleece, and some foam in the ears for stabilizer to hold that into place. Super easy. All I did was put some woven interfacing in the straps as well. And it's adorable. I love it. So let's get into all of the pattern pieces. And these are all the parts I have. So I have my outside piece. This is lined with SFS 101. Okay, I have a back one that's going to be plain. I have one that I'm going to add a zipper overlay. This is some cute vinyl, silver rainbow vinyl that I did a little side slash on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I have this really cute rainbow black zipper. So I'm going to put it on one panel, and this will be my very first time doing an overlay on a zipper, so I'm pretty excited. I'm going to do like this, and then I'm going to have a regular black zipper pull on there. So it's going to look like this. Well, whatever, the zipper pull is not going to be there because I can't do all that. It's going to look like this. So it'll have the rainbow zipper, and that'll be the outside of one panel. Okay, and here I'm doing a pretty periwinkle colored waterproof canvas as the inside of that pocket. Okay, the back is going to just be plain of the bag. So here, let's go to the inside. The inside of the bag, I'm doing that silver accent for my D-rings. So I've already went ahead and taken, I think it was 2 inches by 2 inches. I drew a line down the middle and I taped that down. And I have some really pretty rainbow D-rings. And that's my D-ring. I'm pretty sure these are from, all my hardware right here is from Mormino. And then the Handmade rainbow, or I think I'm doing it wrong, y'all, again. So it should be this way for y'all to see it the right way. Yeah. Handmade rainbow zipper pull is from Country Cow Designs. Okay, so for one lining piece, I have this really cute flower and white mesh that came off of one of my daughter's dresses, and I've really been wanting to use that. And I got some fold over elastic right here. I thought the black would be perfect because my accent pieces for everything is black, like the zipper. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew that down onto one lining piece, and then I'm going to sew down the middle and make that into two nice deep pockets. Okay, on the other lining piece, I'm doing a slip pocket with another piece of the waterproof canvas. And then I'm gonna do a little card, not right here. This is a square that I cut out to make like a card section. I wanna kind of put like right here, just a little bit lower out the seam allowance of putting the bag together. And that's just gonna be like something with, you could put cards in or just keys. And so that's gonna kind of just be right in the middle of this panel right here. So it'll be two pockets on the inside of that. I already have cut out my 14-inch zipper. That's how long mine is. and that's how long my zipper gusset's gonna be. So what you wanna do is you measure around your circle. You wanna make sure you measure it really good. So take your circle, whatever it is. Mine's probably the size of like a regular plate at your house. You could do a paper plate, it'll probably be a little bit smaller. So take that and take your measuring tape, and you want to make it good. Make it to where it won't slip and slide. I put mine on like a piece of paper so it doesn't slide out of place. Find a spot and go like this and literally take your time. And like in a case like this, I wouldn't even say measure twice, cut once. I'd say measure four times, 5 times. Go around, find out how big the circle is that you have. Okay, so for mine, I think mine was 33 inches. Yeah, 33 inches. And then what I did to find how big I wanted my zipper to be was I took my panel and I looked at it and I went like this, and I stopped at about how big I thought I wanted it to be, and it came to about right here, and I was like, okay, 14 inches, so that's how big I want my zipper to be. So I cut my zipper at 14 inches. That means that on one part of your gusset you need 14 inches, okay, and however wide you want it to be. I prefer mine at 4 inches because I do 2 and 2 on each side, so that's just how I like to do it. If you want to do 3, you would do 1.5, 1.5. So on the sides of this zipper, you're gonna have 2 inches and 2 inches. That'll make your full 4 inches. Then you'll need to cut out another strip that is just by itself, which will be the bottom of the bag. So the zipper part will connect to this. So you need one exterior, one lining for that. All my cottons right here, the bears, have SFS 101, like I said. And then I have my pieces right here, my 2 outside pieces, my 2 lining pieces of the gusset, same size as the zipper. Okay, and then I think that is everything. And this is a binded bag, shall I say. And I have made my own binding because I have this really pretty I don't know, it's got like doves or birds on it with some flowers, and it's really pretty and it matches perfect with the blue. So I'm going to use that as the inside of the binding just to give it a little snazziness. So I think that's everything. Oh, and the ear, let me show you. I already made the ear because I'm going to do a bear because I have the bears on there, you know. So what I did was I did the black because it's obviously my accent piece already and it works perfect. So I did the black as the back. And what you do is you take both of your pieces, just make your ears however you want. It's not really hard, y'all. Just draw whatever circle you could do your best. You could do an oval shape. Like I said, if you're doing a cat, you might want to go up and do like a little tip, a little point. And so take one of each, the lining and the exterior, or 2 of each actually, because you're doing 2 ears. And get your foam, like I said, just roll this down, and that's how you'll get your size for your stabilizer. I'm using foam. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick these right sides together, and we're gonna sew all around there, not on the flat edge, and we're gonna pull it through after we sew it. We're gonna go like this, and we're gonna sew it from here all the way around, and then when we pull it through, we're gonna slip the foam in, and then we're gonna get it nice and flush with it, and then top stitch it into place. And it's gonna make the ears, baby girl, it's gonna make the ears stand up. Instead of being flimsy, they'll stand right up on the side of the bag. So, okay, and I lied. Okay, take your mine is gonna be 1 inch. My D-rings are 1 inch, and I'm gonna connect my strap with the D-ring, and I'm just gonna go like this, and I'm gonna stitch it or rivet it, put a rivet in it or rivet it into place right here. And I'm just gonna do like that. That's how my bag's gonna be. The straps are gonna be in the bag. You can't take them off. That's the only hardware I have, and I really even want to use the rainbow, so I said I'm gonna do it like that. Whatever, it fits, it's good size. So for that, you're actually gonna need a 2 by 3 inch piece. We're gonna draw a line down the middle. I put a piece of tape, so I'm gonna show you how I do that real quick. The little tape's being a little booty. Here we go. All right, see my little line I drew down the middle? Connect it. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna stitch down both sides and top stitch it closed. So we need to do that for our D-rings, and we're gonna go ahead and make our ears. So like I said, take your exterior and your lining and do this for both ears. Put them right sides together, and we're gonna sew all the way around, but not on the flat edge, which is the bottom of the ear. We're gonna sew that all the way down, and then work on your strap if you haven't already made your crossbody strap. And then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, once you have that sewn down, I went to the second line just to be sure. Take your snippers and snip all the way up to the line, but don't snip through the snitching. Don't snip through the stitching. The best way I like to do it is take it, kind of go like this around your finger. Okay, just wrap it around your finger like a hot dog. And stick it in there like that. Okay. And you're gonna have to like mess with it, you know, because you want to get it nice all the way to the edge, because we're gonna top stitch it. So, and we're gonna not do it at 1/8 of an inch because we want to make it look like little ears, you know, like some ears have the little pink in the inside and stuff. So we're gonna go like 1/4 of an inch away, or 3/8, either one. Just we're gonna top stitch it to where you can see the top stitching, and that makes it have a little decorative look. Yeah, I measured it. I did it at about 1/4 of an inch on my ears. I did the black. I am about to switch threads though, and I think I might do the light purple I have, the pink I have, or the blue. I do not know yet. Go ahead and take your 2 D-rings, and we have our raw edges folded in. We're going to go ahead and top stitch both of these at 1/8 of an inch. Okay, go ahead and take a slip pocket if you're making one, and we're going to go ahead and top stitch that down anywhere between 1/8 and 1/4 of an inch. Top stitch that down, and then we're going to lay this on our lining, and then we're going to go ahead and stitch that into place as well. If you do want to go ahead and make a mesh pocket, I did mine 7 1/4 by 5 inches, and I'm going to go ahead and fold the raw edges in. And we'll right sides together, fold the raw edges together, and we're gonna sew right here, and we're gonna sew right here, leaving this open, and then we're gonna pull it through once it's sewn, and we're gonna go ahead and close the top off with another piece of elastic. This can be just like anything. It doesn't have to be 4 cards. I just specifically think it could be put like money in it, and it's a little bit stretchy, and so is the fold over elastic I have, which is this right here. Dritz 1-inch fold over elastic, and the black's perfect because it goes with the aesthetic, I guess, of the black. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. And like I said, right now would be your time to prepare your strap, whatever you're gonna do. Like I said, mine would usually be 60 inches. This was only 56 inches probably, a little bit shorter, but this is gonna be my crossbody. So we're gonna prepare all of that right now. Gone ahead and decided on this light blue for the thread. It's going to go really good with the waterproof canvas. You should now have your 2 D-ring connectors, or rectangle connectors if you're using that. Both of your ears sewn. So cute. I did the black back. And now we need to, also your lining top stitched. Okay. Okay, and that's for your slip pocket. Like I said, it'll be a half a circle. So to get that measurement, you would take your pattern piece and just fold that in half, and that's how you would get that pattern piece. So that's gonna be a slip pocket. Now, I took my mesh and I put it right sides together, sewed down both sides, pulled it through so the bottom is nice and closed. We're gonna add some fold over elastic, which I had just a second ago. Here it is. So sorry. We're gonna take our fold over elastic, We're gonna go like this, and we're gonna stitch that down, closing that pocket off, and then I'm gonna stitch this onto the lining where I wanted it. Okay, I promise y'all I'm gonna get way better lighting, and I'm gonna get my video setting all set up, but for now, this is how I have to record. But I wanted to mention how the fold over elastic is perfect for pockets like this because it gives it that stretch, and you can just literally sandwich your top to close the raw edge off, and then just go ahead and sew that down as close as you can to the edge. Now this is what you should have. A cute little, you could use white. They have white, black. They have colorful ones if you order them online, but it's a stretchy pocket, okay? And I'm gonna put that in my lining that has the slip pocket. So I'm gonna go ahead, see where I like my slip pocket to be, and I wanna put it as like a little, I was thinking about, should I put it right here? That might get in the way of the seam allowance. Just do it right in there. Get a slip pocket, and then you can also get into there. So I'm gonna put it somewhere like this, right above where the slip pocket's gonna be right here. So the pocket will have a little bit of that coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and find my placement and sew that on. See here, I went ahead and stitched it all the way around. It will fit a card. I just tried, so it could fit some card, keys, money, whatever. And then I stitched it twice down here, and I went ahead and put a little extra stitching on both sides just to secure it, so you can open it really, you know, nice and pull it nice and tight, and it won't come off. We do need to add our slip pocket right over that, and I need to connect my other one and put the line down the middle and make it into two. And then we will move on to the zipper on the outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and line up my pocket nice and in the middle. I'm gonna go ahead and put that down. And I've already gone ahead and clipped up my, so it's gonna be like this. So inside the pocket, you can go inside the pocket, but there's the card slot at the top. On this one, I already cut out a square. I went ahead and wrapped it around like a hem almost. I'm gonna wrap it around and sew it from the top right here, catching it all the way around, or I might actually sew it from this way. And I'm gonna sew it all the way around that way, encapsulating the whole thing pretty much. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start from the bottom, backstitch really good, come up right down the middle, go across, backstitch a few times, and come back down, right, two lines right next to each other to make this into two. Okay, and then what we can do is we can also add the back, which is going to be the big slip pocket. I could go ahead and put this on the back and have that panel already done. But before I do that, I'm trying to decide if I want to thicken it up a little bit. I'm thinking about doing some fusible fleece on all the cottons. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. I'll be right back. And put some fusible fleece on here, and remember I already have the SFS 101, so it's nice and thick. I think that's gonna give it a nice cushiony feel. I've made some circle bags before, tambourine bags, what I like to call them. So I put fusible fleece on all my cottons, everything. Okay, thickened it up. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and sew on my linings to my panels, split this down the middle. Sew this slip pocket on top of the card pocket. I'm gonna do that right now. Have this, and I love how I do it like this because it catches the bottom. You fold it up, okay, and I caught all the sides, and it's looks nice, perfectly at 1/4 of an inch. And now I'm gonna go ahead and draw a line right down the middle and sew 2 lines right here. That way it makes it into 2. as you can see here, I went ahead and started down here, went up, back stitch a few times, going over the elastic, came back down, split my pocket into two, and I also have my other lining all done up and ready. Now the next step is to work on our slip pocket that has the welt zipper, and the first thing I need to do is place this down and go ahead and sew it on wherever I want. Okay, now we're going to work on my vinyl overlay that I'm going to put on top of where my zipper is going to be. So I'm going to find where I want it. I don't want it to be in the seam allowance, so I think right here is good. I'm going to go ahead and stitch this down along the edge all the way around, as close as I can get to the edge. Sewed it on just on the outside, so this inside is not sewn on yet. I went ahead and cut a slit, and what we need to do is we need to cut around just enough to where this hole will be open. Okay, and now you should have your welt zipper ready to install. See, I cut around there all on the edge. So now we're just going to apply our zipper like usual. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. We're going to sew this a tad bit different than we usually do. So you're going to take your pocket and put it right side up, okay, looking at the pretty side. And we're going to take our zipper with the zipper pull to the left, and we're going to lay it right side up as well. So it's different. We're not flipping it down the other way this time. Zipper right side up as well. Just realized that we're gonna have to cut it in half, so go ahead, pull it all the way up to where your zipper is and cut it right in half. Okay, we need two separate pieces for this pocket. So we're gonna go back to the step we just were on, and we're gonna take it like this, okay, while the zipper's right side up, and we're gonna take the zipper and make that the top part. So here's your zipper right side down, pull that up, put that to the right side of your lining, the other piece, right up to the zipper like that. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and sew that down at 1/4 of an inch. Now you can have this. If your zipper is right side up, you can either hold it flat like this, and you'll see how you have to do this. You could go ahead and press whatever fabric you have. I'm using waterproof canvas, which really sucks because the double-sided tape does not work for some reason. It just doesn't stick. But I have already applied some right here underneath to hold this down. So just right along the edge of this, and then try to press it down or press it with an iron, because we're gonna then apply this over our zipper and sew that down right along the edge of this vinyl that is still open. Okay, I got it. Now I'm going to fold it down, kind of pulling it away so it goes right along that seam, you know, pressing that seam down. That's what we're trying to do. Real quick before it starts peeling up. I'm gonna finagle it enough. So get it on there real quick, get it down. Okay, let it stay down. Make sure I got it from edge to edge. I'm gonna be able to sew over the zipper. Okay, I got it in place, so I'm gonna take it over to my sewing machine, and we're gonna stitch right there in the inside of this little rectangle that I made of the overlay. This is what you should have. Your zipper should be on, and you should have your two pieces flat, okay? And your zipper pocket's not gonna fit, so sorry I'm just mentioning this. But you could go ahead and cut that off. We're gonna sew all the way from the top down to the side, all the way back up. The top is already stitched for us. We just need to do the rest. Okay, I went ahead and closed my pocket off. Look at this, so cute. My pocket is closed off. Okay, next step. Now grab your zipper pull. Your, mine is 14, I think. Yeah, my 14-inch zipper. And your exterior and linings that are 14 inches by whatever. I'm doing 2 because I'm doing 4 inches. You're also gonna need your exterior, bottom of your gusset, and lining. And you're gonna need your D-rings for this part. We're gonna go ahead and start building our zipper panel. So I'm gonna put my zipper pull on last, but if you're not good at the zipper pulls, I just do it by hand. Go ahead, put your zipper pull on now. Go ahead and burn your zipper edges, the raw edges, so they don't fray. You could do, probably do fray check on there, honestly. So take one, decide which way you want them to go. I'm trying to see, I think, yeah, mine go together like this. I cut one bear right in half. All right, put it down, see how you want it to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip one right side down, line it up with the edges, clip it down, and sew that on at 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch, whatever you're comfortable with. You should have your zipper face down. Okay, now take one of your linings, right side down, sandwich that together so right sides of the fabrics are together. Clip that, and we're gonna sew that as close as you can to the zipper. I do about 1/4 of an inch. This, go ahead and start folding it over. Get your top and your lining to fold over easily, just like this, and clip those sides first is what I like to do because I'm using thick materials. And so since I'm using such thick materials, I don't really need to iron it, so I kind of just, they fold down really nicely. I like the fusible fleece because you're able to just like push it down and then sew it down, and it's nice and cushiony, and it's really good with waterproof canvas. I'm not gonna lie, I like it a lot. So clip it down, okay, on the back. And we're gonna go ahead and top stitch right here at about 1/8 of an inch. Happy because my tension is just right. You can't really see, you can see right there on the green, and then on the back it looks really, really good. You can't even see it, but my tension is set perfectly. I'm excited. So now we're going to build the other side. Go ahead and take your next piece, and you're going to do it right side down, okay? Sandwich it right side down, and go ahead and sew that on the edge of the zipper at 1/8 of an inch or 1/4. You should have. Your right sides are together, but your one lining is there. So let's go ahead, right side to right side on the lining. Line that up, sew that down at 1/8 or 1/4. Go ahead and pull it open, and now you have two sides to your panel, a front and a back, and we're going to go ahead and top stitch this one also at 1/8 of an inch. Is the step where I'm going to go ahead and add my zipper pull, and we could go ahead and close off these raw edges. So we're going to go all the way across and just close this off and add our zipper pull. I went ahead and closed it off all the way around, okay, and added my zipper pull. So cute, it says handmade, it's rainbow, it's a vibe. Okay, so it would feel so good, y'all. Just the fusible fleece on the inside with the waterproof canvas feels amazing. Okay, now we're gonna add our D-rings. Grab your D-rings, all ready and prepared, stitch down on the sides, remember, and we're gonna go ahead and add these now. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and put them like this, okay, facing to the inside, right? Because when you pull the bag's gonna go like this, okay? And we're gonna stitch those down, get them nice and flush right on the edge. Let's see, should we go to the edge? We did 3 inches, so I think we should go over about, let it hang over about 1/8 of an inch, okay? And then sew that down at 1/8 of an inch. And before, I just want to show you, I have put this right in the middle of my zipper. See my zipper right in the middle, and I'm letting it hang off about 1/8 of an inch, okay? And then we're gonna sew that at 1/8 of an inch from this edge, okay? And do that on both sides. Okay, this is what you should have. It should start to be looking like a panel now. It feels good in my hand. Oh, I love it. I love building these panels. It's so awesome. Okay, so now take your other gusset, the other half of where that's going to go around your zipper, so we can finish off the circle. Right sides together, okay, on your zipper panel. They should be the same. See, mine are the same, 4 inches. And we're going to sandwich that down with the right side of your lining right here, okay? We're going to go ahead and sandwich it down. We already put the D-ring in, so we got the hard part out of the way. Now we just got to get over all these layers, and it's going to be pretty thick for me because I did the vinyl like an idiot. Should have thought about that. I'm like, oh, that'd be cute. And not on my machine. Flip it up. Do the same thing, okay? We want to do right sides together. And we're going to sew down both of these at about 3/8 to 1/2 inch, okay? We want to do a big seam allowance here. Alrighty, so you should have a little sandwich, okay? Linings are together, exteriors are together. We're gonna sew right down here at, like I said, 3/8, 1/2 inch, all the way down on both sides, and just push your panels out the way. You should have this, all right? Now you're gonna pull it the right side to the right side, which would be the lining on the inside and your exterior on the outside. Don't worry if they feel like they're not gonna fit. They should fit. But this is your chance to fix your lining now. So go ahead, stretch it out. Mine looks like it's perfect. This right here, let me just clip it and see. Because if you needed to, because we need to go ahead and top stitch right here. This is the side, we need to top stitch this, okay? And you top stitch that at about 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch, whatever you can do. And see, when I pull it, see how it's easy. Now it looks like it's not going to, but when you pull it like this with the D-rings in the middle, and you'll get that straightness. And go ahead and clip it down, and that'll help you sew, because we need to go ahead and top stitch and then close around both sides at 1/8 of an inch. I went ahead and clipped it so I can see if it's gonna lay flat, where it's gonna bulge at anywhere. And what I think I may do is I may start from the middle, go down, come back, start from the middle, go down, and then go turn it around, start from the middle, go down. That way, if there is any bulkiness, it will go somewhere in the middle seam, somewhere they might not see it. But I think I should be good, but mine don't usually wrinkle too much because I clip it down like this. But yeah, go ahead and close these off and top stitch these down. A zipper gusset. Look at the circle come to life. All closed out. I didn't get any pleating at all because I sewed it with the waterproof canvas side up because I knew the cotton, it's always the lining that shifts a lot, but it didn't wrinkle at all. We're good. I got a nice panel here with my D-rings on. Okay, and now all we need to do is put our backs of our exteriors on. So go ahead and line up. My front one with the zipper overlay is gonna have the little slip pocket with the card slot. So I'm gonna line that up as best I can, straight, okay? And go ahead, looks pretty straight to me. That feels straight. Put that down. And then we're gonna add the one that I did the slip pocket to the exterior of this. So I need it to be straight down, straight and straight. Clip that down, and we're gonna go ahead and sew around the edge of both of these at 1/4 of an inch. So close to being almost done. Okay, so we have our 3 panels. I have my front zipper that's gonna have my cute slip pocket and a cute card pocket. I have the back exterior, and then I have 2 slip pockets in the lining. Okay, and then I have my gusset. Now we have to fit her together, but before we do, we need to add the ears. Here's our cute little ears that we made. Now we need to figure out where we want it. Okay, mine, like, for example, something with ears like close together is like a rabbit. Something kind of far away would be like a monkey. Okay, so I want to go for something, I was looking at it about like right here, like a bear. Okay, and when you do, you're gonna flip it right side down. Okay, and it should lay nice and flat on the curve, and it should go like this. And we're gonna go ahead and sew that down at 1/8 of an inch. And we're gonna make sure this does not get in the way when we sew our gusset, because when we pull it right side out, they should poke out like that, okay? So go ahead and find your position of your ears now and sew those down at 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch. Okay, I have sewn my ears down. Hopefully, this is my first time making this bag, okay? Do not laugh at me if them things don't sit up, okay? So this is what it'll look like. So cute. Okay, now before we clip it, we do need to add our binding. I'm going to show you how I do it because this makes it easier on certain bags to do the binding first. So take your strip of binding, however long you may need. I always cut it a little longer. Open it up, double fold binding. This is what this is, double fold bias tape. Take your binding strip. I do mine at 2 inches and fold the raw edge into the middle, to the middle, and again, and I went ahead and ironed that already. So open it up. I always start from the bottom. You're gonna go from the lining side, and you're gonna open it all the way up and lay it right there on the edge of the middle. Clip it down, and we're gonna clip this all the way around, and we're gonna sew it on where that first line is at. and this is what it should look like clipped onto your gusset. And like I said, I'm gonna start from the bottom. And when I get to the edge, I'm literally just gonna cut it off a little bit right here, fold the edge in, and then when I fold it back over, the raw edge will be closed off. That's how I do my binding. Hey everyone, I'm back. Don't even worry about this. I don't know how that even happened. It's the next day. How y'all doing? I went ahead and already added the binding. So I wanna show y'all. Already sewed it down, so when you fold it over, it's nice and neat. I think I should have went a little bit closer because for some reason it's like not gonna catch on the other end, so I'm gonna have to I'm either gonna pick this apart and do it over again, or I'm just gonna deal with it and then refold this side a little bit more so I have more room to catch it. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew the other side down, but let me clip it first. Okay, I went ahead and I clipped it all the way down, so now I will have two of my bias tapes ready, and then when we sew it on, it will already be on there. I find this a lot easier if you want to get it accurate. Now you can just take your binding and fold it right over the raw edges after we put on the front and the back, but I like to do it this way. And then you just go ahead and follow the same line that you did when you put it on there. So I already have my stitching right here. I don't know if you can see it, you probably can't, but I'm just gonna follow that line, and then when I fold it over, it won't show anything because I'm still using that line. You can always go a little bit closer the first time and then sew it a little bit further away when you put the binding over it. But for now, we're just gonna sew this on, and I'm gonna see how I feel once it's all done. Should now have both bindings on the lining of your bag gusset. All right, now what we're gonna do is start attaching your front panel with the ears and find your middle. Now for me, I don't have two zipper pulls, I only have one, so that means that mine's gonna go to the left, just like my panel here. So we want to take it, make sure our zipper pull is on the left. Okay, flip it inside out again. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. Flip it inside out because right side's together. Okay, my zipper pull is to the left, and now we're going to go ahead and clip it where it's in the inside. Okay, so start from the middle. I always go for the middle because the middle is like right there, boom. And I already have it marked. Clip the middle, you can clip the bottom, and then clip the sides, just clip it all the way around. I just want to show you how I'm clipping it. Sorry about the noise in the back, my neighbors are riding their four-wheelers. It's a pretty day outside. I'm just flattening it out. You should not have to cut it if you're doing a big seam allowance, a big enough seam allowance. So see how I'm clipping it, and I'm not even having to, I'm just pinching it flat and going around the circle. Just make sure you try to get the most accurate circle you can. Like I said, using a plate for me, like one of the kitchen plates I have, is the perfect circle most times. This time I wanted to go a little bit smaller. I didn't want to do something so big, but I honestly think the circle that I cut is probably about the same damn size. Crazy. But yeah, mine's fitting together perfectly without having to be snipped. So just go ahead and clip it down, stick it under, and sew it around like that within your stitching. So don't go before this stitching line, either go back on that same line or go a little bit before it, and stitch that all the way down into place. We should now have this. let's go ahead and take a peek because I'm really anxious to see if the ears are going to stay up. Let's see. Okay. Look at the cute little bear. Look at that cute little bear. Look. Look how stinking cute. Ah! Okay. This is what you should have. Okay, so now we have to go back in. Sadly, we're not done yet. But now we're gonna go ahead and fold over our binding. Fold it over, and we're gonna top stitch it down. Woo, woo. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut down just a little bit on some parts that I see because just sometimes you have to do that depending on the width of the binding. I did do 2 inches, so it was just a tad bit too big. And some of my stuff is poking out, like the ears. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut any extra that's gonna make it fold funny. And that's funny, poo-poo. Goo-goo, poo-poo, I can't keep up with them. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and fold it over and clip it down. I went ahead and clipped it, and I think it's gonna look so good with this as the inside. It gives it just like a little bit of an accent. So cute. Okay, so I have it clipped all the way around. And now we're gonna go ahead and sew that as close as you can to the inside line, catching both sides, or sometimes a lot of people do in the middle. So you just sew this down anywhere between 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. Added my binding on. I missed the spot right there. I'm gonna go ahead and I did use fabric instead of regular binding, but it still doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna go ahead and do a second row of stitching just because that's what I prefer to do, and my bag is really, really thick. And then we're gonna go ahead and clip the next part. Open your zipper because you have to be able to get to it. So you definitely have to open your zipper. It'll help you put on your panel anyway. Ma'am. And go ahead and take the top of your panel, clip it together again, just like this. And we're gonna sew that down and we'll be done after we add the binding. Okay, I have went ahead and clipped her together. My zipper is open so I can get to my bag when I'm done. We're gonna go ahead and sew this like this with the other strip we did up, and I'm going to go around. My zipper's open, so it should be good to go around the zipper. You could go ahead and pull her through and see if there's anything wrong, but I kind of just stick my hand in around all the edges, and I can see because I did like a really big seam allowance, like I said, so I know I cut it all, caught it all. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut again to get it nice and flush. I'm gonna fold the edges in, cover that raw edge. Okay, that's my raw edges. And you're gonna take it, fold it over, cover the raw edges, clip her up again. Okay, I went ahead and clipped it all down. Now I'm going to sew it and we will be complete. Yay! stitch that twice, one time to close it off and a second time just to make sure I caught everything, which I think I did. I love going over that second time because it really catches it and makes it nice and tight and binded. I just love binding so much. That is the inside, 2 cute slip pockets, a little card slot, and then a big slip pocket. Okay, yay, we get to pull it through. Oh yes, this is gonna be nice. Binding makes it really hard, not gonna lie, if you did really thick fabrics. Oh, how cute. Yes, ended up being the perfect finishing size. I didn't want it to be that wide, so it's not. Look at this. I know. Aww. Oh Lord. Let's see how the ears are. Oh, that's alright, I guess. Gotta get that binding right. Get that binding right. There we go. There we go. Put those little ears out. Oh, so cute. Alrighty, y'all. And the only thing I have left to do is to prepare my whatchamacallit. My strap. Oh, look how cute. That is so stinking cute. The ears did not precisely do what I want, but I could clip them back, which I am. I'm gonna end up clipping the bag overnight. I'm gonna clip the ears down so they'll go back. Oh, that is adorable, y'all. So cute. Let me poke it out some more. That is adorable. I love it. With the rainbow hardware is going to be so cute. So let's prepare our strap. I have a cute rainbow. It's a rainbow slide adjuster. I have my 56-inch strap, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to take it. I'm going to stick it in. Go through like regular. Okay, it's on there. Now I'm gonna go through one end of my D-ring. I know you really shouldn't do it like this, but this is all the hardware I have. I need to order some more. And you'll still see the rainbow. You won't even know. You'll just think it's either a O-ring or rectangle. And I'm gonna go ahead and clip that one down. Wait, no, we're gonna pull it through. Yeah, pull it through. This is the one that's gonna go through the bag. Okay, I got it pulled through on one, pulled through. We're gonna go through the bottom because I have mine on the right side. One of the tails, because I went and redid the strap because it had the black and I didn't like that, so I wanted to do that light blue I was doing. All right, so I've gone through. We're gonna take it, go from the bottom, go up one. Pull this one up higher, go up one side, in through the other side. Okay, and then we're gonna clip that right underneath on the bottom strap. So it's gonna look like this. The bottom one, you're gonna clip it to that one. And I already tucked in my edges, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get as close as I can with my regular foot. I'm not gonna put a zipper foot on for this. Get right there close and clip it. We're gonna clip that one. That's gonna be that side. And we're gonna come around, make sure you're doing it from the top. So when it's on the outside of the purse doesn't see it, it's gonna be in the inside. And we're gonna go ahead and clip it the same way since I already covered in my raw edges. And I don't wanna get too thick on my machine because this bag was already thick enough. And then bam, we will have our crossbody strap all prepared. So I'll go do that and then I'll show you what it looks like on. Yay! Are you ready? Hey, voila! Welcome the girl, even though her ears won't stay straight, but it's okay because I'm going to. Maybe I could rivet right there. Would I do that? Would I dare rivet it right there? No, I'm gonna clip it and that's gonna help y'all. Look how adorable. Oh my goodness. I just gotta clip that binding really good. I could honestly press the binding too, smush it down. But other than that, oh my gosh, it is so cute. Let me look in the inside. Ah, this is one of my nicer ones. Look at that. And so the strap, since it's on there and you can't take it off, the shortest it can go is right here. Nice easy pull. It could be a regular purse. It's kind of big. Okay, it's like the size of my stomach. So adorable. Got the rainbow with the waterproof pocket, waterproof canvas pocket. So cute. You can wear it like a crossbody. Look how easy it slides. Love it on a fabric strap. Okay, crossbody. Definitely crossbody material. So cute. And then in the inside, got the little Handmade rainbow zipper pull. Then in the inside, we have our pockets. We have our slip pocket. Let's look at our binding. Binding looks really good with it. And then I got my 2 slip pockets. So, and it's nice and thick. It feels really good. It is so cute. I love this bag. I wish I could keep this for myself. Honestly, I really do. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and join me back and we will sew another bag. And I think that I might want to do a fanny pack because I just recently made one and I want to show y'all how I make it. So this is the fanny pack that I just made recently. It's just got a cute little zipper. I think I did the black on the inside. And in the inside, I had made the 2 little mesh pockets again. And it's so cute. It's tiny. It's super tiny. It's just a cute little waist bag. And it's the same thing as doing this one. It's just we're doing a square and we're adding the little thing. I did the black in the inside where nobody sees. And I think it's really, really cute. And it's a really good domestic friendly bag to make because you can do this out of cotton and just interface it with interfacing. I have done that before and it works good if you get like a really nice cotton that's not like the cheap thin one. And then just some fusible fleece. You could add batting. If you like quilting, you can add batting and quilt like some lines onto your fabric and bam, be done. Then it'll be easier to put together. And this is so easy to do. And I hand drafted this one myself. So I'm gonna go over this one. And then there was one other bag that I wanted to show y'all how I randomly do from scratch. So yeah, I think that's it. Look at this cute bear bag we made. So adorable. I could see you making all kind of cute stuff, y'all. You could do like cats with the ears. Like I said, you could do the monkey with the ears on the side. You could do anything that has ears. You can make it into a bag, especially if they have a round face. If the thing has a round face, I love it. It's so sturdy. It's nice. It like stays together. It's firm. It is so cute. I love the size that I did at the 56 inches because it's also perfect for this. Oh, so stinking cute. So yeah, that's my video on this cute crossbody that I drafted up from scratch. I think next week we're gonna do a bag on the fanny pack, how I draft up a fanny pack. So join me back and we will sew that up, y'all. Thank you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe or share if you'd like. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.